Today I'm going to cook my version of goulash. We're going to start out, I'm going to put my pan over here. I've already got my noodles on. I'm going to turn my eye to about a medium. I'm going to put a dab of olive oil in. Get my spatula. Now what I want to do first is I'm going to saute my onions a little bit. So I have a half an onion here. I have a teaspoon of garlic, chopped garlic. And I have a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. So right now I'm going to saute these just enough to get them a little soft. And normally you would use macaroni noodles. You know, when you're out of something, you don't want to go get it, you make with what you got. I have egg noodles here, so that's what I'm using for this dish. Okay, we're going to give that a couple of minutes for it to saute, and I'll be right back. Now that I've got this sauteed a bit, I'm going to add some more ingredients. I'm going to put in a half a teaspoon of paprika. I'm going to put in my crushed tomatoes. I'm wrong, excuse me, I'm not going to put those in yet. I'm going to stir that up a bit. Now I've got that going pretty good. I'm going to take my ground chuck and I'm going to start adding it. This is about 1.5 pounds of ground chuck. There we go. Too bad you ain't got smell-o-vision, because this onions and stuff smell so good. Now, you don't have to have this, but I'm going to use it because I want my meat to kind of grind up a little bit. Now that I've got that chopped up a little bit, we're going to let it cook a minute. You want it pretty done. Maybe just a tad of pink, but that would be all. And then it'll finish cooking with the rest of the stuff that has to simmer. Okay, we're going to let that cook for just a minute. Now that I've got my ground chuck browning, there's a few little pink places in it, but that's okay because it's going to finish cooking when I put everything else in here and let it cook a bit. Now you see the grease that's in it. We need to drain that a little bit. So I'm going to strain it with this. And I have a bigger cup here. It's got a paper towel in it, and I'm going to put the grease in it. All right, now we're we're going to take, this is brown gravy. I'm going to put my tomatoes in there first. And this may be a little different than everybody else cooks it, but that's okay. Everybody has a different taste. That's chopped tomatoes, 1 can. Now I have some beef gravy. You can use beef gravy, you can use beef broth, whichever you want to use. Today I happen to have the gravy, so I'm going to use the gravy. We'll get all that out of there. Stir that in. Now we're going to let that simmer for just a minute to get some of the juices out of it. Okay, we've done our salt and pepper and such to taste, so we're going to taste it now and see if I have enough in it. A spoon. Always use a clean spoon. Every single time. Don't never use it twice. Okay, that's pretty good, but we need a little more salt and pepper. Don't want that side. And a little more salt. And that really should do it. Now we need to check and see if our noodles are ready. Now the way I check them, I reach in here and I get one out. I mash it with a fork. If it comes in too easy, well it did, you just didn't see it. Half of it fell off, so that means it's done. So we're going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this eye down to low. I'm going to drain my noodles. Now that we've got that done, as you can see, the noodles are all done. I'm going to take a can of cheddar cheese. A lot of people chop up the cheddar. Today I'm going to use the can of cheddar cheese. I'll pour it over my noodles. And I'm going to mix that well. You want to mix it pretty good so the cheese is all melted. Then we're going to put this in there. Put all that in there. Put that in the sink. Then we're going to stir this up real good. I see that's starting to look really good. It's kind of like, I guess you'd say, kind of like hamburger helper. Except this is not boxed. You put your own ingredients in it. Now we're going to set this back on the eye. We've got it on low and we're going to let it simmer for a few minutes. And then we're going to do another taste test. Now, before I take it out, I'm going to make us some honey butter. This is homegrown honey butter. Honey, I mean. Get me a little spoon in here. And I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon in there, which may not be enough, we'll see. We're going to stir that up. There we go. Now, that's our honey butter. We're going to use that to dip our bread in. Now, I put mine in a plate. Sorry about that. I had a piece of bread laying in that plate. A lot of people put theirs in a bowl. I put mine in a plate because I like for mine to cool a little bit, and it cools better if it's in a plate. There we go. Then I have some bread in here. We're going to take a piece of bread and put it right here. Then we have the honey butter to dip it in. So, this is the end result. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you give it a try. Now let's taste. Very good. Very good. The second dash of pepper done it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a nice day.